So today we're planting 2 apple trees. We have 2 Honeycrisp apple semi-dwarf trees that we have here. We have them soaking in water at the moment. These come from Stark Brothers Nursery. They're online, not a sponsored deal. I'm just telling you where we got them. We got them yesterday. They said to, in their instructions, to soak them in water for several hours. So we've had them soaking today. Now this is our first apple trees that I've ever planted. So I am no expert by any means, but I've talked to a few people today and then YouTube videos on what to do. So this is how we're going to do it. So we got a hole dug here and we've dug it about twice the size of what we really need. And then one thing I heard today is to use a good dig deeper and wider than what you need to kind of break up the compaction in the soil. And then use topsoil or something as a filler. So that way it's kind of light and airy and it lets the roots start to go down. And so that's what we have here. We got some topsoil. And so this little notch right here on the tree is called the graft point. Now we do not want to plant above this graft point. We want this out of the ground. So that's what we're going to do. These are bare root trees. You can also get potted trees. These are bare root. That's why there is no dirt on them. So I have some topsoil kind of spread back, and we want to make sure that that graft is going to be above ground. And we're just going to kind of set some dirt over the top of it. Try to push the roots down and away, so that way they grow. Now where we are putting this tree is in with where the garden is, and this does not get deer in here. It's got a fence all the way around it, so the deer cannot get in here. So I'm not necessarily worried about the deer. The next problem we're gonna have is like rabbits and different things like that. So we will probably put some sort of pest barrier around this, so that way the rabbits and things like that cannot get to it. So now we have the topsoil all in there. We're going to take some of this. This is more clay, kind of not crappy soil, but not as good of soil in my opinion. And this is going to settle over time, so we will probably have to add more soil to it, and eventually we will put wood chips around it. But from what I've been told, you kind of want to wait, let the dirt settle, fill it in again, and then add your wood chips maybe in the fall. Right now we're doing this in the spring. We will also probably need to figure out a staking system to stake it so the wind don't get it too bad. So we have one tree partially started. I need to go get a rake, kind of rake some of that back into here. We have 2 trees to do. So this is the start of our orchard. So we want 1 tree here, and then I'm actually gonna flip you around, and we're gonna have hopefully trees along this fence line, and then hopefully along this fence line, that fence line, that fence line, and then possibly eventually, if these trees ever die out or we take them out, we'll just have this whole area treed off. That is kind of our end goal with the orchard. So today is the next day. We got both trees planted. We put a drainage tile line around this to keep the rabbits and different things from trying to eat at it. So we might have to secure this a little bit. But I wanted to show you guys both the trees planted. It was getting late last night. I wanted to get them done before dark, and it was getting a little bit colder, so I was wanting to get after it. So I'll show you guys. Here's the first one. And right there's the second one. So we got them both planted. I'm very pleased with how they are. The tree is straight, the tile is kind of crooked, so that's why it looks funky, I guess. So there is one other thing I want to show you guys, and it's in the garden. So all these flags throughout here represent different types of garlic, but I wanted to show you guys, we have garlic sprouting. So that's really pretty cool. My shadow is kind of blocking it, but different kinds of garlic coming up. So we thought that was pretty cool, so I just wanted to show you guys that. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, it helps me out, and we will see you in the next adventure.